nephew pointed at my daughter and said, "Grandma says you don't belong here." Everyone laughed. I smiled, grabbed her hand, and walked out that night. Dad messaged, "Rent transfer tomorrow." I typed, "Figure it out." By morning, one message hit the group chat and the panic began. Growing up, I was the golden child. Star athlete, full scholarship, first in the family to graduate college. My parents bragged about me at every gathering. When I landed my tech job making 6 figures, I became their safety net, and I didn't mind. They'd sacrificed for me, so I sacrificed back. Then I adopted Maya. She was 4, had been through 3 foster homes, and when she grabbed my hand at the adoption agency, something in me just knew. My family's reaction was careful, measured. "That's wonderful," Mom said with a tight smile. "It's just so sudden. Are you sure you're ready?" Diane chimed in at dinner. "I mean, adoption's great and all, but don't you think it's harder, without the real connection?" Dad stayed quiet, but kept asking when I'd settle down with someone and have my own kids someday. The message was clear. Maya would always be different, less than. We showed up to Thanksgiving at my parents' house. Maya wore her favorite yellow dress, excited to meet her cousins. My sister Diane was already there with her 3 kids, sprawled across the living room like they owned it. Mom barely glanced at us. "You're late, food's getting cold." Halfway through dinner, my nephew Connor, age 9, stood up and pointed directly at Maya. "Grandma says you don't belong here because you're not real family." The table went silent. Then Diane laughed. My dad chuckled. My uncle smirked into his wine glass. Mom didn't even look up from her plate. Maya's face crumpled. Her little hand gripped her fork tighter. I felt rage, white hot and clarifying, settle over me like armor. I smiled, the kind of smile that means something is ending. I stood slowly and grabbed Maya's hand. "Come on, sweetheart, we're going home." "Don't be so dramatic," Mom said flatly. "Connor's just a kid. He doesn't know what he's saying." I stopped at the door. "He knows exactly what he's saying because you told him." I looked at my father. "You all sat there and laughed at my daughter." Diane rolled her eyes. "God, you're so sensitive. It was a joke." "Enjoy your dinner," I said, walking out. That night around 11 p.m., my phone buzzed. Dad's text, "Rent transfer tomorrow. Don't forget. Thanks." For 4 years, I'd been paying their mortgage. $2,200 every month because Dad's business tanked and they were drowning. I never asked for gratitude, just respect. They couldn't even give me that. I typed back, "Figure it out." 3 dots appeared, disappeared, then nothing. The next morning, I sent one message to the family group chat. Effective immediately, I'm done funding anyone's lifestyle. No more rent, no more bailouts, no more bank of favors. You made it clear where Maya and I stand, so now you can stand on your own. The panic was instant. Mom called 14 times in 20 minutes. Diane texted, "You can't do this over one stupid comment." Dad's message was short, "Son, we'll lose the house." I replied to the group chat, "You should have thought about that before you laughed at my daughter." By noon, Diane was begging. "Mom's crying. She's having a panic attack. You're tearing this family apart." I screenshot Connor's comment, Mom's silence, and their laughter. Posted it in the chat with one line. "This is what tore the family apart, not me, you." My cousin Laura, who'd stayed quiet the whole time, replied, "Good for you, honestly. They've been using you for years." Within 48 hours, the consequences hit. Dad tried getting a loan, denied at too much debt. Diane asked her husband to help. He refused, said they'd enabled this long enough. Mom called my phone 67 times. I blocked her. 3 weeks later, they lost the house. Had to move into a smaller rental. Diane's kids couldn't understand why they had to downsize. Last week, Maya asked, "Why don't we see Grandma anymore?" I knelt down, held her face gently. "Because some people don't deserve to be in your life, even if they're family." She hugged me tight. "I'm glad I have you, Daddy. That's all the family I need." They chose cruelty. I chose my daughter. And I'd make that choice again every single time, without hesitation.